Wagwan my peeps, welcome back to my channel, The Lone Soldier. I'm Ricardo, and hope you all are doing okay. Thank you for joining me. Yes, may I tell you, thank you for joining me, on another Friday for this episode, and as I promised that these episodes that are coming now will be information packed, and I intend to keep that promise. I want to shout out to the people that will leave comments. For real, thank you very much. It's the start of building the community. And for anyone, leave a comment. If I say something in the video or so, you can leave a comment and I will reply. So I just want to make sure I take the time to big up you guys, for real. And this is Mission 15, location Jamaica, and we're gonna talk about the history of the education system. But before we jump into that, we have to drop a positive line or quote or verse, and today's one it goes: do not indoctrinate your children. Teach them how to think for themselves, how to evaluate evidence, and how to disagree with you. Let me repeat that again. Do not indoctrinate your children. Teach them how to think for themselves, how to evaluate evidence, and how to disagree with you. Yeah, man, it's deep. Yeah, man, you have to think your youth. You have to teach your youth them to think for themselves. Trust me. There's no yes man business around here. You see me? And most importantly, teach them about the Father above. And even more so now in these times, because it's a very perilous time and it's a time of awakening. Information is prevalent, so you have to teach your youth them, say, yeah man, and teach them for prayer and them little thing there. You see me? So I found an article on a site called educationstateuniversity.com that describes typically how the education system started in the colonial days, back when the Queen and everything did run things. So I go read out some important parts out of it just to show you, because that's what I try to tell you from a long time. So school they really teach you anything. It just teach you to come out and follow them orders, just go to work and don't question anything. You understand? So this is a clear example of how it goes. So I want you to pay attention and please have a look at your screen. Yeah, man. And the link is in the description. And as I told you before, please to have a look at the Jamaican independence video. The link is also in the description. And the heading is Jamaica History and Background. And here we go. The history of education in Jamaica is perhaps best understood in the context of the island colonial past. The education system and its administration were fashioned after the British system, and many of the developments in the history of Jamaica education can be seen as responses to events such as the abolition of slavery in 1834, the advent of the suffrage of 1944, and the achievement of the independence in 1962. Much of the recent history of education in Jamaica has been driven by the perceived need to develop homegrown responses to economic, social, and political pressures on the island in the Caribbean region. White Man 1944. Alright, the White Man 1994 means it's a book. You understand? But as you can clearly see, I told you about the colonial past before. So Jamaica is not a full country controlled by itself. So the colonial is a signal to show you. You understand? So yeah. But let me read along, because there is still more to cover. Okay. And it continues and say, before the Act of Emancipation went into effect in 1834, there appears to have been little in the way of formal education system for whites and no system for educating indigenous people and slaves. White colonists who could afford it sent their sons back to the mother country for schooling, while others hired private tutors. Those who were less affluent sent their sons to one of the few free schools that were established through the bequests from wealthy planters and merchants. The curriculum in the free school was based on that offered by similar schools in Great Britain and was intended to offer a classical education to young gentlemen so that they would be properly fitted to take their place in society. Hamilton, 1997. A few slave children received some schooling at plantation schools established by foreign ministries, but their education dealt mostly on religion and the virtues of submission. Wilkins and Gamble, 2000. At least some of these plantation schools provided education for girls as well as boys. Bailey, 1997. Yeah, man. And this is where it gets interesting. You know, there is little documented about the education of girls in the colony before 1770, when Wolmers Free School. I bet enough people never know so Wolmers was a free school. You understand? You know how much money you have to pay a Wolmers, you know? When Wolmers Free School initiated a modified curriculum for girls that was designed to prepare them for running the home or employment as seamstresses and mantua makers. Hamilton, 1997, states that some girls were able to get teaching positions. But what clearly I show you is to say, where you get trained for is just for go work in a them system. You understand? You not get trained for be independent, you know? Because look upon it, if you stop working, you really have no other income. You understand? Yeah, so if you don't have a skill or if you don't use your natural talent or learn to initiate things for yourself, you will get left behind and school no teach you nothing about that. School teach you for go work, you know, go home, follow the rules, follow the police, don't question anything. You understand? If you follow school, you grow worthless. And that's why you have so much youth in the streets. You really aim for nothing. Because when they point out in the video, say you have 49 students in a one classroom with one teacher. And each one of them 49 students, they have faced something different. Who for father and day I get this, I get molested, I get that, and them are under pressure already. So how one teacher for accumulate for all of them students there and get success out of them? And that's the impossibility there. You get what I say? And then again, the system. You understand? They only train you to come be a part of them system. You know, that's why you see people like we own them business and people like we have taxi and them kind of thing, that them get so much pressure because them promote something with this, that is against the system. Them don't want everybody come own taxis and come own them own business. They want you to come work. So that's why they make sure to charge them people there's some stiff money, you know how much you have to pay for license car and them sitting up on the road. You understand? Especially when you come to the taxi or commuting. A whole heap of money. So that's what I try to show you. Say nothing what you see happen don't happen by coincidence. You understand? And the article clearly point out that if you understand what I go on now, you have to look on the colonial past. You understand? So if it's colonial, remember these people now go get information to empower you because we are captured slaves after them conquer you, so them take you over as slaves. So them now go teach you no only for nothing for empower with. Them only aim for keep up on a level. You understand? And we will always be on these levels because the system set up to keep you down. You understand? Whole heap of Rastaman sing that in them song. People like Lucian, I never give up my pride, even though I'm broken up inside. You understand? You have to find your way, you have to fight. But the main thing you have to start to question the narratives what we have been taught over the years. You understand? Because as what I try to point out, they are not true. And if we're not join together as a nation and tell ourselves so we are going to fight this thing and find out what we're going in a problem. Consistently in a problem. You understand? You know, and thank you for joining me again, you know, and I wish you all the best for your strong end. You know, remember leave a comment, you know, like the video. May I see a whole heap of views, but the not drop no likes, man. Get the likes them up too. You understand? Just remember to like, and if you're new, please subscribe. So this has been the Lone Soldier. I am Ricardo.